Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. All right. Hello and welcome, everybody. Hold on. Before this gets too far in, I'm going to pause this. I am going to fix this sound because this seems just way too loud. Music is going to drop to 30. Announcer will be 40. Voice volume, we'll keep that at 75. I don't know what that is. Sound effects, let's drop that to 60. Ambience can go down to 20. And ping's volume will be 40. What other volume settings can we change? That's it? Okay. I think that's going to sound better. Alright, well, let's jump back to the beginning. Well, welcome everybody to my channel. I'm going to be playing a game of League of Legends. This is a Bronze 4 ranking match. I am not on this blue team. I am this oh boy. Okay. Let me just
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
go ahead and click on that. There we go. All right. So we're going to be following a replay that I just played. This was like I said, a ranked Bronze 4 game. This is my Road to Gold series. I want to be able to get gold by the end of this season. It's my first ranked season. I'm happy to say season 7 is my first ranked season. And I think I should also turn on Fog of War, just so that you guys can see what I saw in the game. Okay, so I tried for some just like cheesy kind of a play at the beginning, but turns out that they were just like kind of ready for it. So, and my teammates didn't also follow up on that cheese. So instead we just go ahead back to our blue, and I help Leash. Here the Diana said that she's not going to smite this, so I had to stay around a bit longer than I normally would. Normally I see like between 400 and 350 and I just back off, but I shot one extra shot at it just to help her out a bit. And then I make my way over to the lane. We almost got a pick on this Ashe immediately, and I think if I didn't waste my Q on, well, I didn't really waste the Q because I did hit her with the harass, but I lost a bit of burst damage, I guess you could say. So one of the things that the reasons why I'm doing this is because I want to improve my play. So if you happen to see anything that I do wrong, there's going to be a ton of things that I do wrong. Um, Help me learn, help me get to gold. That's what this series is all about. So, um, there, so my laning opponents were very aggressive in this game, especially early game. Um, so I decided that I was just gonna play a bit more passive. Um, Diana says that she's gonna come in through the river, so we both were like, okay, we'll come help out. I flashed for that. Um, Probably not a great idea. Um, Especially because now the Elise is in here, and Blitz goes down, but I think Diana and I do escape that. That was unfortunate. I'm glad that the Elise got that though, because I think if the Ashe got any advantage that early, I would have been very sad. I would have been a very sad ADC. So instead, I'm just backing off, um, waiting to farm under turret. I do miss a lot of farms, so one of the things that I was trying to focus on this game was getting CS early game. But I mean, as you could see, I'm only a couple of farm behind her, behind the Ashe, and we have lane pressure right now, so I'm going to be able to clean up this lane. So now we're even. I can kind of clean up on some of the CS that I had missed. One of the things that I just learned was that between 13 and 16 minions equals about a kill of gold. So before this, I was hesitant to risk getting CS, and I would always try and go for kills over farming. Like say mid game, there's a possible fight in mid, and it's obviously going to be a one team fight. I would try and go in there and actually secure a kill, instead of just going to maybe an open lane and farming under tower, which not only will give you gold, and a significant amount of gold, but also provides that lane a bit more pressure in case we win that team fight and then everyone jumps down to that lane, and then we can actually continue putting pressure on the map. Because in the end, this game is just this game is pressure. It's ebbs and flows. And if something bad happens on one side of the map, hopefully something good happens on the other side. So at the beginning of this game, this Morgana could not land her Q on me to save her life. And I did enjoy, I think it's coming up soon, but I had a really nice skill dodge that I was proud of. The Blitz, I cannot say was very... Oh, so I guess I had missed that Diana came in again. We probably could have picked off this Morgana without risking my life. But I do get away. I just ran way away. That could have been much cleaner if I had just reacted to it. So yes, that's I guess another thing that I can learn from this game is paying greater attention to where my jungler is. Because I usually wait for the ping, which is probably a bad idea, especially in the lower elo, because even when I play jungle, I'll ping basically when I'm like right there, and I might want to prepare a bit more as an ADC. So that's actually a good point for learning jungle as well. the lower elos that I'm in, it might be helpful that I ping earlier as a jungle, just so that my ADC has time to either clear up the wave and push it a little bit, or just get into better position to chase down a CC target. So apparently the enemy team was wondering exactly where we were, pinging a bunch of question marks. Oh, they're wondering where Blitz went. Oh, that's interesting. I thought that was warded up there, and that's why Morgana went up to check. I should have turned on that Morgana. I was scared of the Ashe, though. I don't know what I should have done there. But I just ran right back to turret because my power on my laptop was dying. So I had to go run and grab my charger quick. So we got an MIA ping from me. That's pretty cool. So I came back. It was a very quick grab of the charger. I can't believe that I wasn't behind that blitz on that one. But I went ahead and I used heal for both of us because, to be honest, this blitz, he kind of fed the lane a little bit. And I didn't want him to die again, so that was really a heal for him. I think I could have lived on that low amount of health, but I didn't trust that he would. So I gave him a little bit of health. Then he also gets caught out by this Q, which is probably a good idea because I think he might have died had he had that much health before my heal. So let's take a look at CS. We are exactly tied in CS, except my Blitz is a little bit more fed than the Morgana is. My Blitz has 15 CS to her 4. So, how's the other lanes doing, by the way? So Garen is about even with the Jax. The Diana's behind. So I killed the Morgana there. I kind of missed actually watching that because I was looking at the CS scores. Now, I got greedy here. I did not know that her heal was up, and I also did not have vision of the river at that moment. I don't think. Actually, no, I totally did. There's a ward right there. Yeah, I guess that's just, I was glad that Diana did not die right there, but yeah, I guess that was just something that I should watch out for, is make sure that if I'm going to engage, I immediately check where everybody is, and if there isn't a person in lane that should be there, just don't engage. That might be a helpful thing. I think I'm waiting for boots here, which is, I needed 50 gold, so I just waited for boots. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I never see, like, the best people doing this, so it's probably not a great idea, but since I had died, I wanted to be able to have movement speed, especially over the Morgana, who has the stun CC. I also just helped out the Diana there a little bit, just gave her a little bit extra damage on that Gromp. So if you check the CC again, I am behind a little bit now, but the wave is under my turret, so I get a chance to actually get some more CS back, and there, we're basically even again. Yeah, so I did not know that Ahri was down here, but I end up getting a pretty clean double kill. I just backed off and threw my ult right at the lane. and then I saw that the Diana was coming in, so I wanted to help out. I think if I dropped my well, no, she flashed out. I don't think there was a lot extra I could have done there, except maybe position myself better for that Q poke, because if I hit that Q poke, I would have killed her. And I think the game would have gone tremendously different if we actually got that kill on her right there. But I decided not to risk it any further. I think I had a lot of gold at this point too, so I went back and I picked up my item, got health, got mana. I'm trying to also do that more often. If I'm low and I'm not going to be of help in a fight, I don't want to actually fight it. And my teammates were getting pretty mad at me about that. Later on in this game, when I did not have any mana, I refused to basically go very close to that fight. I would poke with auto attacks, but stay away from like any abilities. And they were getting kind of mad because I wasn't like tanking damage for them, which is, in my opinion, not very smart for the ADC to do in general. I mean, are obviously situations where tanking some damage is a good idea, but yeah, I got a little bit of a Q poke there. I'm trying to do that more often as well. If we look at the CS, we are still pretty even. She's getting auto attacks off on me though, and then she ults, and luckily Blitz is here, and I think we 1-for-1 here. Now, my flash was still on cooldown, so I think I hit my flash to get away from there, but it was still on cooldown from when I flashed forward to try and engage better. So that's an example of, saving your flash can save your life. And I don't think that the engage before was worth it. I don't think that engage before. I did get a kill on Morgana, I believe, if I remember. But I think getting a kill on that Ashe and living would have been phenomenal. But you never know, that could have had different circumstances in the entire game if the Morgana had not died. So the Blitz goes ahead and pops the spell shield from Morgana, which is kind of nice because now Ashe is back in here and we know that she can't get the shield for a little bit, but I don't think we take advantage of it. Also, yeah, I totally missed the Elise. I thought to myself that I wanted to get a ward in there, but my warding totem was just not there. Also, that ultimate was very bad. Let's just hop back real fast and see exactly what I could have done better. 30 seconds should do it. So Elise comes in from that top side. We could not have seen that. Or no, could we have? No, that is a blue ward. And we are on the red team. So Elise comes in. Oh, we must have been able to see that if I can see it though. Yeah, so I should just pay closer attention to that. One more time, I want to see that. So the gank itself should have been spotted, and we should have ran. We should have ran, I would say right now. Like, I see an Elise, I'm already back there. But instead we try and go for this Ashe. And then we're like, oh boy, this Elise is over here. And she gets my flash. I also should not have ulted. I should have just kept running. Yeah, that ended up being all in all terrible. Next time, make sure, again, if I'm going to engage with somebody, I look at my wards in the river. And I make sure that I don't see a gank, at least. It might be a different story if you have somebody that is camo, like a Shaco or a Twitch jungle. I just played a Twitch jungle game, not myself, but I played against a Twitch jungle. Just make sure that you don't see obvious ganks like that. I also ran mid here instead of going down to farm bot immediately because I didn't know if my team was going to need this. Turns out that they do not need my help here. Ashe gets away and then Ahri just kind of hangs around to die. Blitz took the kill though, and Garen was kind of salty about it. So then I just run back down to the tower. Garen wants help at Dragon, but I do not go and get him. I think Blitz and Diana say they're gonna go help, but I decide to stay in lane because number one, if they think something is up, like if they don't see me in lane, they might think that somebody's doing Dragon, and I don't think they needed me because they got it. So I think that was a good call by me. Kind of playing it cool. Morgana is up, so I should probably go help out the Blitz. I saw that was happening up there, and I just thought to myself, no, I don't want to be involved in that. I'm just gonna go ahead and solo lane against this Ashe because I know that the Morgana was up there. But then she goes ahead and comes at me hard, so I thought there was going to be some sort of a gank, and I needed to get out of there. So I did pop my heal somewhat prematurely. So Blitz says he's coming in. He missed his hook though, so I don't feel bad about not following up right away. Now they're both in lane, and Blitz ran up that way. Did not ward that bush, he just ran through it. He's looking for some sort of a gank. But then she throws out those slows, and he gets spotted out. I think he does end up catching... Yes, he catches the Morgana. I think we kill her, but I die. And I pop my ult for it as well, and I don't know if I actually needed to. Like, if I go back, did I need this ult, or was she dead already from my Q? I can't tell. I honestly cannot tell. Because one wave of my ult did go off, and then she died. I think I killed her before my ult got popped. I'm gonna say that I killed her before my ult got popped. So Diana goes off on this Ashe, but then just goes ahead and feeds her. Which was unfortunate. I think she would have been better off just not engaging. I also think that she just got outplayed because Diana should have been able to kill her in that situation. So I see why she engaged, but she just messed up. Which is understandable. I mean, we're all human, we all mess up, and this is Bronze 4, so we definitely mess up a lot more than everyone else. So fun fact, I just recently got demoted from Bronze 3 to Bronze 4, and that's why I'm playing this game. So I have 70 something LP in Bronze 4 right now, and I think I'll be playing placement matches sometime soon. And just as a general note for the series, I don't think that I'm going to be posting every game that I play, but the interesting ones, the ones that I think that I can learn the most from, and the ones that you can learn the most from, I will be posting. So
Shut down.
look out for those. I'm hoping to get at least once a week an actual video that is well put together and actually learns something. Okay, I remember this. So I'm fine here. I saw that Ari was so low, and I wanted to kill her, but she ran way left. So I blind ulted over and missed. That is something that I was thinking about it right now, actually, in the game, that if I aimed closer to the left side of the tower, I had a higher likelihood of actually hitting her. Because if I put myself in that position of the Ari, I would have probably stayed pretty far back and left. So next time, if I ever think about blind ulting for a kill secure, I'm just gonna fire at the most safe area. Also, this was terrible. And I flashed to try and get out of that. I should have just known that this Jax was gonna hunt me down and kill me, and just accepted the fate, accepted the death with grace, and without wasting the flash. Because now, I got, what, 300 seconds until my flash comes back up. Diana should also not be trying to fight this. And I think, yeah, Blitz goes ahead and says, Diana, do not try and go through that way. I want to go up there, but I also don't want to lose. Okay, I'm just going to do it. Will I get popped into my own thing? No, I won't. So, that fight happened. I'm sorry that I'm so terrible at this. There we go. Okay. Actually, I might be able to... What would I be? I'm 3. So if I go... Oh, that changes who I'm looking at here. Oh, cool. I'm just learning controls as we're playing this this replay back. So I go ahead and just drop my E on that, because I thought it was funny. Morgana's up there. I think she flashed in and I went to go try and kill her. I could not get enough damage off on it. Vel'Koz did a really good job tanking that tower for me. I did not take full advantage of it, but now he's super low. I also zoned out that Jax as best as I could with that ult. And I wanted that Morgana kill, but I never got it. My team totally wins that team fight on 0 health. And now Morgana is also super low, so we go ahead and take this tower. With Morgana very, very low and Ari about a third of her health somewhere on this map. And then we get pinged to go try and get Dragon. I was worried that since Ashe and Morgana and Ari are still up, that we should pull the Dragon out of the pit, but I don't think my teammates knew what that meant. I typed in pull Dragon out, and no one did it. So either they did not care or they did not know how or if or when to do that. So, and then we push this bottom turret, and I So I should have committed, I think, to just hitting this the whole time. But I ran away. I tried to zone, but Blitz wanted some actual fight, and I did not want any of this. I got hit by the Ashe ult. Diana goes in there and dies, and then I tried to ult and help out. Vel'Koz ends up getting a kill with his ult, but Morgana is up north, and I say Vel'Koz to back off, just letting him know that that I am not there. Then I think I gave him a bit more than he deserved because, yeah, those 2 pings were also me. I did not know if he could actually fight that, but he totally could, so I let him do that. But I think he did overstay his welcome, if I remember correctly. I wanted him to play a bit less aggressive, because you see there are those 2 I'm on my way pings, and I do think that he goes down to this Jax because the Jax is just super fed. I mean, well, actually, he's not super fed compared to our Garen, but I guess he was just a Jax, you know. But Vel'Koz does get away, so that's fine. Maybe I was just being overcautious. So Blitz gets a nice hook onto the Morgana. I should have ulted right there, but I didn't. I waited until I got out of here, and I was like, okay, he got CC'd, let's try. I might have done better just to like totally leave, but Ahri walks into the back end of my ult and just dies, so that was lucky. That ult was entirely meant for Jax. But it works out. What are we here? So I'm looking at enemy teams, I guess. So I'm back alive. So they really want to go down bot. I'm not entirely sure why it was so important to go down bot. And I think they were also wondering why. Vel'Koz is just roaming a bit too far into their jungle. They are guessing very well where he is. So I went ahead and I was like, I think I gotta try and help out whatever is gonna happen down here. So I hide in this bush. And then Vel'Koz wants to be super aggressive, so he goes in. And then I try and get as much damage onto that Morgana as I can, and Vel'Koz cleans it up, so that's good. And then I throw a ward down just so that I see if anybody is over to the far left. And Vel'Koz missed some of his damage abilities. I get pinged off here. I should have just... I wanted to run left, because I knew that I was going to die. That Jax was just far too strong for me at this moment. So I needed my team. I just ran a bit too far to the right. Diana 1v1s the Elise, which is good, because we know that at least if she has the element of surprise, she can do that. And then she dies to the Jax. Our Garen totally chased this Ashe way into the base, like way into the base. Look at this. All the way back to the last towers. Gets him, but I don't remember if he dies or not. I don't actually remember if he dies or not. What number am I, by the way? I am no number. Cool. So Garen did not die. That's alright then. I mean, he just hunted that Ashe down in their base. But I think that was their fault for not taking advantage of that. I think getting Dragon at this point is also a good idea. But I think they have this worded, so they see it. And again, I mean, I really, really, really wanted to pull this Dragon out. But again, no one knows what to do. No one knows how to do that. Luckily, Blitz kind of held them off long enough and we can get that bursted down quick enough. But I was playing this team fight very cautious. Because we are losing. I mean, that was a terrible ult by me. It would have been much better to have it even just a couple of seconds later. But, I mean, in my situation, I'm 7-7-5 versus a 9-5-10 Ashe. Like, I have to play a bit more cautious. I just don't have the same items as she does. Luckily, she has those same items like 5 minutes later, so she doesn't really do a whole lot. But I decided to get some poke on this Jax. I'm glad that this Blitz did not go ahead and try to engage, because I don't think even both of us could have killed him, especially if, you know, Ahri or Ashe shows up. That'd be just terrible. So Blitz wants to go back. I want to go back too, but I decided to run up the river for whatever reason. I think I was making sure that they that like there wasn't a pick just chilling there, but I should have known. And then I was saying that I was going to come up and get this farm up top once I was like, please do not take that farm, I want it. Because, as you can see, the Ashe is beating me in kills, but I am beating her in farm, like, by a lot. So I wanted to increase that number and just farm. Get as much gold as I can that way, because so if 13 minions are a kill, that'd be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Almost I have 4 or 5 kills worth of gold over her, and she only has 2 extra kills on, but she has 11 assists. So I mean, I think I'm ahead of the Ashe at this point. I have my Essence Reaver, she has her Essence Reaver. I decided to go Infinity Blade. She went Runans, that's fine. But, I mean, look, she still has yet to have finished her Infinity Blade. And then I'm going towards... Okay, so here's the team fight. I thought that was a half-decent ult. It just so happened that the Morgana had her Zhonya's, so she popped that. I stayed away from this overextended team fight, in my opinion. I was just like, I'm going to go for the objective here. And I think my team agreed that we were just going to go ahead and take this.
No matter your number, I will not yield.
So Garen just dances up top here. He thought this game was over. I was like, guys, we should go Baron. But then Diana just goes ahead and dies. Garen gave up on helping on that. He just like danced up there. So, I mean, it was cocky. I think if Garen would have helped immediately, we actually could have killed this. But we needed to make a decision much faster. So we do get it down to half health. And get a kill here, and I was like, I'm just gonna try and get away. No, I should have just went away, honestly. Yeah. Garen and I both pop our heals. Yeah, that was not the best. So we're all dead basically. They want to go Baron really bad. Look at that. So their team knows what's up. But they're not actually going Baron. These are cams that we can't see. I don't know why I can't see my own team. There we go. So she's 5 apparently. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why we can't see our own team here. I'm hitting my number buttons. I need to check out what these hotkeys actually do. But let's go ahead and jump back into my cam. Oh god, we gotta get out of my cam first and then go into my cam. Alright. So I think I'm once again waiting for an item. There's no other reason why I'd just be standing in the fountain, but let me know. I mean, if I'm standing there for 10 seconds waiting for 20 gold to get an item that's gonna be, you know, plus 25 attack damage or something, like, is that worth it? I think it is, especially if there's not like dire need for me somewhere. I don't feel like I missed anything just standing there. I was worried about this Garen, but this Garen had no fear. Just take a look at the score. I am far beyond this Ashe now in farm, and we're about even in KDA. I get caught out by this Jax because Garen decides he's going to try and backdoor. So I question mark pinged the hell out of him. They saw it. Look at all those assists. Morgana was on her shit. So he just dies immediately. Look at that. And I think at this point I was like, we should not have done that. You should have helped me. You tried to backdoor very lazily. I mean, it's alright, I guess. Let's at least go to something interesting. But when you're 43 to 33, like, really, that's what you're gonna do. I went up top to farm this wave before it got lost to the turret, because look how juicy that wave is. And just look at my farm go up 206, 207, 208, 209, yeah. Look at that. And then they're all asking for help mid, so I go mid. And I'm trying to hold off on using my ult right away. Blitz was just very aggressive in this situation. I thought he was gonna die. Straight up. I was like, do not overextend yourself, Blitz. And then Garen decides he's gonna run down our jungle. I feel like their team had a much better use of their pings that I'm seeing here. But Vel'Koz is very upset that Garen is down there. I literally used that ult only to kill the Ahri. I doubt it was worth it. I think that we got very lucky with what the team decided to do here, which was nothing. They got Dragon, they won that, and then they left. So we picked off somebody at the top there, and they want help picking somebody off up there, but then they decided to push mid. And I'm just saying, guys, do not die. Like, just don't die. That's your one job here, Vel'Koz. Ooh, I did not know that Jax DC'd real fast. That's interesting to know. So then I see another top wave here, I think, and I go up there and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go ahead and keep farming, keep increasing this lead that I have. I almost have 100 extra, I have 75 extra CS versus this Ashe. So I'm like super happy about that. And we're relatively even in KDA. So Vel'Koz, I think, decides to die. I'm saying group is 5 this entire time. I do not want Garen to be down there. I don't want our death timers to be all wonky. Like, to have a 32 and then a 46 on your support and then mid is just like, it's avoided. You can avoid that. Diana and Garen are super aggressive here when I don't think that they had the right to be. But I go ahead and help them out anyway. And I think I get a great ult off here. But it wasn't enough. So I was just hoping that Blitz was not going to be super aggressive. So they're going to go ahead and I think this Morgana definitely overextended it into our base. She got caught out. But again, I'm like, don't overextend. Like, wait for the 5 of us, guys. Like, he goes ahead and wastes his cooldowns on nothing. Maybe that's just me being inexperienced as well. Maybe it was a super smart play to go ahead and take wolves. I thought I should have got this red buff, but Diana wanted it, so that's fine. And then my team is saying that they want to do Baron. I was saying you have to kill, like, we have to win a team fight before we run Baron from behind. Because they're gonna be, if there's 5 of them up, they're gonna know. They're gonna say, where the hell is the enemy team? So I just did not want to die because I figured my death timer was too high. But then Diana goes off and kills 2 people, so I felt bad that I was not a part of it. Blitz, I feel like he's just gonna die here, so I tried to help out as best as I could. But then I got a nice ult off, and I killed off this Morgana as well, and I almost got that Ashe. I think if I was just a little bit cleaner on the amount of, I think if I was just a little bit cleaner on my damage done, then I might have been able to kill both of those champions, but it didn't happen. Ashe took the inhib. But Vel'Koz is up, so she can't do anything else. And now we're just all kind of waiting for our death timers to come up, both teams, because that was kind of an even team fight. They came out on top again, but you know, it wasn't terrible. Now, see, this is where they want to do Baron. Like, Vel'Koz is saying, let's take Baron, but so's the other team. Look at all these Aries on the way. I did not realize. I would have been pissed if Ahri was doing that. Like, if Ahri was on my team. So I thought that we were gonna bait Baron, But Blitz decides he's gonna go back. Diana is Diana runs in. Vel'Koz just dies. I did not want any part of this, so I just ran away. Diana was like, and Vel'Koz were super pissed that this happened. Like super pissed. So they take Baron. I'm saying something like, you guys should not have started Baron. So we're kind of in a pickle here, but we do have 3 dragons to their none. So, I mean, we do have something. We have something going for us. My goal here is just to not die. That's my main focus. So we're backed up against our Nexus. To be honest, I don't have a lot of hope for us. I do have 2 tanks with me though, so that was good. And I am full build. I am full build at this point, I think. Yes, I am full build. So I get some damage off, and I think that was entirely my burn that I had. So I got a triple kill right there. I have Deathfire Touch as my mastery, and I think that's what killed both of them, because they weren't even on my screen. And then I see Blitz is fighting up top, so then I go ahead and I'm like, oh, there's my Penta. So then I didn't realize that I would do that much damage onto Jax, but I totally did. And I got my unofficial Penta, so that's me literally typing unofficial Penta, standing here, instead of running towards the free Nexus and a free win. So here we go, and I'm farming mid. This is probably something that I shouldn't worry about, but I was like, you know, I don't want Winions to be our problem here. So I tried to stop that. Garen goes ahead and kills the inhib. I'm still running down mid. And then I finally pop my W. And then, yeah, we go ahead and murder everybody in this base. And then we win. So, goes to show you, I mean, kills don't matter, objectives do. So 62 to 49, and we win. If we look at the stats of everybody here, our Garen totally lost in lane, won in CS. The Diana totally lost in lane, lost in kills as well. Or lost in CS as well. Vel'Koz totally won in CS, totally won in lane. I totally won in CS. I mean, I almost got 100 extra CS on her. And then I also won in KDA, I should say, not in lane, because lane, I think we were very, very even. Once we got out of lane, Ashe did not do as much as I think she could have. I also think that getting a Bloodthirster in that situation was not a good idea on Ashe. Yes, it's a great item, but she was still super squishy, so it didn't really help her that much. And then our Blitz went very, very even to the Morgana in everything except kills. So he died and got less kills, and Morgana did pretty well. Yeah, honestly, I think it was just the ebb and flow, and we happened to get the victory. So if you learned anything from this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to this channel. There should be more coming. I'm working my way out of bronze and right through silver all the way up to gold this season. Hopefully we can get gold, especially with your help, guys. So thank you very much for watching this. I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.